The hatchback partner used to bust a couple scams off of Snapchat. Shorty trying to come up on the bands cause her bad. We don't give a Uncle Sam if you ask them.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Opening play, and Goff wants to pass it. His first look is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. It's free at the left sideline, and he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll bring up second down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. This to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go. Third down.
Luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Now, play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Goff. It's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Brandon Jones in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Badgley able to knock this one through, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, when they began that opening drive, they didn't have the best field position, but they were able to move the ball enough, Charles, to just get in his range to take the 3-0 advantage.
Absolutely, because considering where they began that series, I think they're pretty happy to be sitting at 3-zip right now.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Their own 26-yard line.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. They get him down, but that's before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. We'll get this up to about the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And now the throw here is incomplete. And with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. 4th and short. They had the ball right at the midfield stripe. Was curious what they were going to do. Turns out going for it, the good play.
Reminded me of a conversation we had yesterday before this game where you said, you know, it's interesting about the NFL nowadays. Oftentimes in short yardage situations, they throw the ball. In the old days, they would run it. That was an old school call right there.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, Mostert. He works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there on a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that one's going to be on target and incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. There's Charles Harris getting home for the sack. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the right hash, this from 48. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least give them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's a quick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. 6 defensive backs. Did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but
Yeah, hindsight, but even foresight. When you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Khalif Raymond now. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly what this is a 2-minute drill through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now Goff on first down. It's going to be incomplete.
One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
2nd and 10. Here's Goff. Throw over the middle, finds Williams. Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Goff throwing again. That is incomplete.
Yeah, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. No returning, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
The offense so far this drive, putting something sustained to get the point. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and management became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone was one play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it was caught. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, Goff. It's got Williams. Touchdown Lions. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Lions have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, or not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Well, he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
In a tie game that's going back and forth, oftentimes teams get really conservative because they don't want to make a mistake. But after that return, I think the offense coordinator just took a deep sigh of relief and said, okay, I can open up my playbook now. Let's see if he attacks.
That's a big acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath round, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to work after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Tua. It's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They got 29 yards that time.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. Was not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and
and he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphins touchdown. Yard touchdown reception. And the Dolphins have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. This pass down the field for Gibbs. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 48 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine, but going ahead and scoring here, extra point away from tying things up, That's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. Second down coming up. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Tua sets up to pass it. Open man is Hill. He's got it. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can...
Pass is intercepted, intended for Hill. And the Lions are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. Here's the option. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay in. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up the first down with some nice running.
Credit to tackle that time to Deshaun Hand. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. Able to slither by. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. On the sneak, it's Bridgewater. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, it's going to be kept out of the end zone.
I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Montgomery. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll run forward Montgomery. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Badgley's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, it scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing Tua. He's got to complete to right. And they're going to get this beyond the 30 before it's taken down. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Tua. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now Tua. It's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he's just across.